Good morning, friends. Out on a run this morning. Often the inspiration comes in funny moments. So here I am. Yo, we've got an intense situation in the world right now, obviously. Politically, economically, financially, energetically. It's an intense time. A lot of us are going through a lot of different emotions, feeling a struggle in our values and in our ethics and in our heart and in our mind. We may be at wars with different ideas and feeling really at odds with what we see on the media, what's being played out, how people we know and don't know are responding to the situation. It's intense. And for me, I really want to express the silver lining that I'm experiencing in all of this, and that I think that can serve all of us. When in life, I'm sure you can all relate to this, right? There's a time in your life when you go through a challenge. You're presented with a challenge, I should say, that's unsurmountable. It seems like impossible to get through, right? But somehow, through your own motivation, through your own desire, through the support of people around you, maybe systems, you find a way to gather together resources, energy, time, attention, presence, and you find your way through that challenge, right? On the other side of it, you start to recognize that that was exactly what you needed at that time to grow through limitation, to grow into more of who you actually are, to become more capable, right? But in that moment, it felt anything but that, yeah? Well, the macrocosm and microcosm are always connected intimately. They are inseparable, right? In the same way that you and I are inseparable. So we can perceive ourselves as separate, but the truth is we are always connected. Yeah. The microcosm of that situation, that example that we all have gone through and come to the realization of the blessing it's become in our lives, is also the exact same situation on the macrocosm, right? I see Trump, I see the political situation, the media, the portrayal of it as a blessing, right? They are presenting us with a major challenge. Can we process and accept, or do we want to fight against what's being shown to us, what's being represented as our leader, as our core values as people? Most people are saying, or not most, but in the backlash of Trump being elected, a lot of people are saying, holy shit, I can't believe this happened. A lot of people I know. Very disappointed, saddened, angry. And I just want to present to you that this mass situation, this larger situation, is the same as that personal situation you went through before. It's the same. Now, what he represents is calling forth a response in us. He's giving us an opportunity, and what they represent are giving us an opportunity to see where we pay our attention, which is the true ballot that we cast. Yeah? We cast ballots all day long with our money, our words, our attention, our actions. That's the true ballot. And he's giving us an opportunity. If you see it this way, it's pretty amazing, because through his sexism and bigotry and small-minded, low-level, ego-identified human beingness, he's giving us a direct reflection about who we are. And we start to question, well, wait a minute. These aren't aligned with my core values. This isn't who I am. This isn't who I want to be. This isn't who I want the world around me to be. This is not representative of what I want America to be. And so all that questioning that circles around in our minds and starts to circulate amongst us is a blessing, right? Because it clarifies who we are, how we want to be, how we want to live our lives, who we want governing us, who we want making decisions for us in our environment. It's a perfect opportunity. Another person that we accept because they're just left enough, or just focused enough on the rhetoric that satisfies us, in the sense that, well, they care about the environmental issues or the social issues or the healthcare issues enough, so that we don't really have to pay attention. We can just go for the ride because, they're good people. They're intelligent people. They're going to take care of us. That's what's really scary. That's what's scary, is when everyone starts to go to sleep and give away our power to these people. In this disgusting display is an opportunity for us to become more whole, is for us to become more connected in our community, more happy, more aware and awake, and in alignment with our core values and appreciating each other in that place. So if you want to, try that on. And I don't think it's a cop-out. I don't think it's giving up. I don't think it's anything but recognizing a deeper truth of what this situation represents. Really, who got elected is irrelevant. In a sense, the worse that this person is in our minds, or the more out of alignment they are, the bigger the blessing. Because it calls us into ourselves. It calls us into conversation around the issues of sexism and racism and equality and environment and all these things. And that's what matters, is that we wake up to the power that we already have. Millions and billions of us have the power, not this individual, not this orchestrated Hollywood for ugly people. This is ours. We have the power, we've given it away, and we no longer have to. And what this display of ridiculousness represents is that we have power that we can assume in this moment, individually and together. We are the purveyors of power, not them. That's why it's irrelevant. Whoever gets in office is irrelevant. As long as they show us a mirror that helps us wake up to the decisions that we make individually and as a collective, and start to recognize the power that we actually have, they've done their job. They are doing a perfect job right now as far as I'm concerned, because the conversations I'm hearing around from people are ripe. And sure, there's some negative stuff happening. There's a lot of people showing distorted behavior and expressing distorted views and using this as an excuse. But really, this is a symptom. Donald and what he represents, they are a symptom of systemic failure. And the people are expressing the distortion relative to that as well. It's all par for the course. So the way I see it, this is an amazing opportunity. We're going to see a lot of amazing developments come out of this. I believe this is going to turn into a blessing. Truly, I truly do. And I do because of my own experience around moving through challenge and what it eventually offers me. And I believe that on a macrocosm for all of us, that's what's going to occur as well. We're going to wake up to our own power. And we're going to start to act and move from that place and communicate from that place. We're going to start to question our motives. We're going to start to question our views. We're going to start to question our actions. And out of that becomes a healthier person, a healthier community, and a healthier world. I love you guys. Be well.